Hey, what's going on, guys? Psych Guy's back. First and foremost, you guys rock. Seriously, oh man, this morning I checked the view count. We're talking 16,500 views. That's ridiculous, at least for a small-time YouTuber like me. Oh man, and the subscriber count is like 409 as of this morning, and then but the comments similar to that, 408 or so. So yeah, I mean, again, it may not be a big deal to a lot of people out there, especially who are seasoned YouTubers, but to me, a small-time YouTuber who started 3 months ago, who's talking about like a non-sexy topic, psychiatry, psychology. I mean, yeah, it's very refreshing to see that there are a lot of intellectuals out there in YouTube land, such as yourselves. Kudos. I mean, you guys, don't give me credit, because I'm just basically the vehicle, okay? Driving this ship, all right? I'm the guy that's basically driving this ship. You guys, though, you guys are the one that's basically the fuel, the gas, you know, for the car. You guys are basically propelling it to the next level and making it continue on. You guys are the engine. Yeah, there we go, the engine. There we go. Yeah, because without you guys, this channel would not even exist. I mean, seriously, I'm gonna keep doing this no matter what, through rain, sleet, shine. I'm just gonna keep filming these videos because the content is very important. And by the way, that's the most important thing about this channel. It's the content. Yeah, I know I don't have the fancy graphics. I don't have the green screens. I don't have the fancy gizmos, or you know, or the special effects or whatever. The pow, bing, boom, bang, bang. None of that, you know. Please overlook all that, because I don't know much, to be honest, I don't know much about that kind of computer stuff. I'm not an AV guy, I'm a psych guy. Just a heads up, if you guys are expecting a lot of, you know, fun, you know, booming stuff, you know, and visuals and all that, you know, nope, you're not gonna get it here. Maybe later, maybe down the road as I get better at doing this, but for now it's gonna be very, very basic. I mean, look, the lighting's not even great here. I mean, I just open my door and just try to get some light to filter in, and it's still not the best. But hey, we just keep going on. So what's gonna really carry the channel is gonna be content, aside from you guys, of course, but it's gonna be content. Content rules everything. Content's gonna drive the channel, I think. Content and you guys. So yeah, keep up the passion. This channel, if you're new to it, is nothing but high energy, high intensity, just full blast passion. Yeah, I'm sure you can get the same sort of topics, learn from the same sort of topics that I'm talking about in my videos, elsewhere from other channels, but guess what? It's gonna be more boring, less passion, less intensity. And I don't know about you, but to me, I feel that when you're going ahead and just learning stuff, to me, like in school, when I was in school, I learned from the teachers who were a little bit more passionate, who had a little bit more intensity. You know, my retention rate went up in those sort of types of classes. So I'm trying to sort of model after those good teachers that I had in my school. And they were few and far between, by the way. I'll be honest with you. But anyways, I digress here. Let's talk about this topic here. What are we talking about? We're talking about Onision, who of course, but Onision, he is basically the flavor of the month, or the past couple of months, I should say. So yeah, in particular in this video, we're going to talk about his videos. What's up with them? Why is he uploading on a daily basis? Why are they short? What's up with the content? Why is he, you know, trying to vomit in his videos? What's up with the thumbnails? We're going to talk about all of that in this video. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick analysis about everything that I talked about, all the different little facets there. So yeah, oh, and by the way, people who keep making these comments in my videos, keep them coming. Trust me, I'm reading them. I'm actually looking at the great feedback you guys are providing. For example, you notice that I got rid of that, you know, the intro audio, the intro music, right? I got rid of that because, you know, a lot of people complain that it drained my voice. So yeah, I got rid of that, and you know, besides, I didn't like it anyway. All right, Psych Guy shout out in my next video to anyone who knows that song that I referenced you back there. Great song, I'm gonna say. But yeah, the first person who knows that song, shout out in the next video. But okay, anyways, so yeah, on to this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Took a lot of time to go and make this video. Like all my videos, it's high quality stuff, I'm telling you. So subscribe if you haven't, if you want to. Trust me, over time you're gonna realize that this is the place to be. I think it's one of the most underrated channels out there. Of course, I'm biased. Yes, it's not sexy, yes, it's not fun, but yeah, it's very important. Who wants to see kids driving around on Lamborghinis, renting out Lamborghinis, I should say, on the weekends, you know, picking up hookers? I mean, come on, man, you know, we've seen so many of those videos. Who wants to see, you know, all these prank, yeah, it's fun, these prank videos and these goofy videos, but in the end, there's no added value. This channel, I'm telling you, over time, you're gonna learn a lot, you may be learning already, and it's gonna be worth your time. You know, time is money, let's be honest. So yeah, but anyways, I'm not rambling here. Oh, just a heads up in this video, you're gonna notice that it might not be as smooth as my past videos. That's because there are times where I was just kind of trying to wing it, while I was kind of looking at his, thumbnails or videos or whatever. So you may notice maybe kind of stumble here and there. So yeah, just a heads up there. But yeah, I was trying to wing it just like Winger. Where are my rockers at? Winger? No, Winger, no. Oh yeah, you do, of course, man. Yeah, come on, right, Winger. She's only 17. Ooh, maybe not the right choice of song here. Yikes. Okay, so I'm on Onision's main page for its most popular channel at the moment that he uploads his vids on, the Onision Speaks channel. Oh, by the way, see this 1 minute 23 minute song, I Can't Take It Anymore, right over here? Or any of his other songs that he posts on his other main channel. Who buys this crap? Can you imagine hanging out with your friends and saying, oh hey, I'm gonna put on the newest Onision single, I Can't Take It Anymore, and like you're driving around your neighborhood cranking it up? Like you see all these soccer moms walking their dog, and little boys riding their bikes, not even noticing or caring because none of them recognize that trash. And I love how he has no clue what he's talking about when it comes to music. In the description it says Eminem, and the sound sounds nothing like Eminem. It rather sounds like something Trent Reznor from 9 Inch Nails would compose if he were on the John and had explosive diarrhea and recording himself. And the best thing was, Onision was trying to go for that scare effect, you could tell, but it got me the complete opposite effect. I'm serious. I was like literally ROTFLMAOing after I got done watching it. But hey, don't listen to me. Listen to it for yourself and be the judge. Okay, anyways, back to the video. Okay, now as a child psychiatrist, one of my specialties is that I can analyze what kids are going through and their emotions and probable behaviors just based on drawings that they draw. The basic standard is the house tree person drawings, okay? But yeah, drawing analysis is so cool. Maybe I'll do a future Psych Guy video on explaining what I look for, so subscribe if you haven't already. I'm telling you, this channel is going to teach you a lot over time. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to pretend that his thumbnails are like drawings. Now, each psychiatrist / psychologist is different. Some like to start from the center, moving outwards. I myself like to start from the outward periphery and move center. However, in this case, whatever your style is, it doesn't matter because it's hard not to notice the image of Onision in the center that immediately pulls you in and is hard to ignore. It's dead front and center, relatively balanced with healthy symmetry and clear and crisp boundaries with no blurriness detected. So this tells me, if I didn't know anything about the case, that this is a guy who took some time in making sure he selected a thumbnail that was stable enough in his right mind and exhibited rational thinking to be able to purposely select the specific thumbnail that he wanted to, that will make the most pronounced effect that he wants to convey to the audience. In other words, it appears that he may be over-exaggerating his distress than he really truly is in. You see, to those who don't know anything about YouTube and the video creating process, when you upload a video, you can either choose one of 3 randomly selected thumbnails that YouTube automatically extracts from your video, or you can create your own thumbnail, which is what I do in all my vids. And with this Onision guy, in all his vids, he is moving a lot, always appearing to be in distress, especially when he's crying. So if anything, there's a good chance that those thumbnails that he has on all of his recent videos more than likely would have been blurry if he, wasn't so much distress, right? However, on the other hand, my suspicion is that he is in his right mind to edit and pick and decipher which thumbnails that YouTube provides him and pick out the ones that are not blurry. Or what I think personally is that he's specially capturing a screenshot that he thinks is going to send out the most maximum message to his fans, the ones that he's suckering for money and views. And it's pretty obvious the message that he's trying to convey just from this thumbnail. It's actually a progression. When he first started doing this, he would have his thumbnails basically be of him putting his hand on his head or face and or hair and face to symbolize bewilderment, surprise, OMG, maybe embarrassed, Why are they doing this to me? Remember, he's speaking to the brainwashed fans who are psychologically enmeshed with him, okay? Or basically kind of joined in unison with him, all right? Just their egos are fused together. Mostly the teenage girls, the ones I'm talking about are mostly the teenage girls and the then teenage girls who are now in their 20s, or the guys who still idolize the scam artists. But anyways, make no mistake, he's trying to appeal to his fans and trying to create himself as the victim role. And this happens time and time again. R. Kelly, Kevin Spacey, Antonio Brown, the list goes on and on. Tale as old as time. Uh-oh. There's now heat on me. Straight up denial and quickly gravitate to play the victim role. And when things really have spiraled out of control and he lost his Patreon account due to his stupidity of doxing his ex-girlfriend Billy, you can see he's now burning the midnight oil, working overtime. This shows nothing but themes of desperation. And he's going to try to appeal and convince those fans to continue to support him so that he can milk as much money from them. Classic con artist 101. And look at his last two thumbnails. You can see now him vividly crying, appearing in pain and suffering. This is too much for him. At first, he was in a can't believe what I'm going through, right? Type of phase. Now it's progressed to pain, suffering, hurting, crying, no joke, I need help, 911, that kind of effect. And he only started doing this especially after realizing that there's no way he's getting his Patreon back. He's pulling all the stops to just get his fans to give him money, playing on their sympathy. Especially now that the fans that grew up are now in their 20s and maybe even 30s, right? And working now and have a steady income compared to before when they were in school more than likely, right? But psychologically speaking, Onision is a reflection of their childhood. These teenagers grew up on him. They came home from school looking forward to the next Onision video. So in a way, they have incorporated Onision as part of them, part of their psyche. Hence, he's suffering just looking at the thumbnail. Therefore, now I'm suffering. So the easiest way to ease the pain is to give him more money so that it'll in turn help to ease my internal distress that I may be going through and exhibiting just by looking at that thumbnail. I gave him some money. Now he's a little bit happier. So therefore I'm a little bit happier now. Oh, and going back to what I was talking about earlier about the themes of progressive desperation, just to further prove this point, if you were to go and click on his first couple of videos, all right, and looked under the description section of the video, he really didn't comment much about them, okay? However, the last couple of videos, in particular the last 4 videos, he's now commenting in the description section, really making more and more nihilistic statements. Nihilistic statements that are ridden filled with despair. And these statements include no more, everything is gone, it is over, and nothing left. I mean, more than likely boohoo sympathy plays, right? Oh, and by the way, expect these thumbnails to be more and more distressing, meaning you'll probably see as time goes by, you'll see it more close-up picture, more intimate, more of his face in pain, maybe a wider mouth, maybe close-up where you can see squinted eyes or tears, or maybe you may see a picture that you can't make out, what's in the background or the objects that are in the background that may pique people's interest, or anything that symbolizes chaos, like maybe the thumbnails may be purposely done or maybe blurry or scary looking. Anything to increase the urge of desperation. You know whose book he's basically taken this page out of, by the way? This is classic kidnapper has kidnapped someone. Now, that kidnapper is sending out pictures of the kidnapped asking for a ransom, and as time goes by, the pictures will become more and more desperate and terrifying and chaotic. Again, similar to the same playbook that Onision is playing off of. In both cases, both parties, whether it's a kidnapper or in this case, Onision, the kidnapped has a blindfold on, right? Whereas Onision, he has his hand over his face, almost like a blindfold. And in both cases, they want something out of it which is money. And just like the kidnapped families terrified at seeing their loved one with a blindfold and not knowing the state of their loved one and freaking out, I'm sure so are Onision's fans, feeling that same way, seeing him with his entire hand or arm covering his eyes that way and crying hysterically. And in both cases, whether it's the family of the kidnapped or the fan of Onision, they're probably so worried by seeing such traumatic imagery, that same imagery that can invoke a lot of fear and apprehension, that they would do anything, including throwing money out just to appease their neurosis and internal worrying. Internal excessive worrying, I should say. So yeah, don't fall for these cheap theatrics, and don't be surprised if Onision pushes the buttons and makes his thumbnails more and more racy and controversial over time, especially if YouTube hasn't deplatformed him to this day. And the length of his videos should also tell you something. Notice how they're short. They're around the 2 to 3 minute range. Make no mistake that this is done intentionally speaking for a myriad of reasons. Firstly, shorter videos leave the viewers hanging and wanting more. What? Oh my gosh, what's going to happen in the next episode? It doesn't give enough time for me to process about what's going to happen. It's basically like an acute trauma. Boom! Your conscience is startled, and now you're looking around in a maze of hysteria and uncertainty. What happened? What did I just watch? But I want more to want to know what's going on. I think this is what truly is going on. I'm not sure. I guess I'm going to have to tune in next time to be able to connect the dots. So yeah, this is classic subliminal messaging 101. Classic manipulation of the viewers by the media. Short is sweet. It keeps the viewers wanting more. And look at his history. Before, Onision used to make videos, 5 to 10 years ago that were hearty, relatively creative, different topics, I believe, a little more complex than these, and would upload rather infrequently, okay? Or at least not as frequently as he's doing right now. But now he's just become a formulaic cesspool of garbage where he's uploading this every day, a new video with no added value every single day, day in and day out. So yeah, he's basically doing that just for the views / money, right? Create a 2 to 3 minute video, initially try to talk, end up throwing a tantrum, and complete chaos and uncertainty and disarray at the very end. It's the same crap every video. He's mass manufacturing this and laughing at whomever is buying this. It's all fake. Going back to that kidnapper example, same thing. They too will create short videos. Not enough time for the family of the kidnapped to fully appreciate and understand what's going on, but enough time for them to worry and be scared about the well-being of their loved ones. In both cases, whether it's the kidnapper or Onision's, both cases, they're playing on the other party's fears. These videos are real short. Who knows what's going on the rest of the time? To imagine the unimaginable of the horror, what may be occurring outside of the video clips, right? Behind the scenes. Well, don't fall for it again because this is all fake. Oh, and that brings me to my next point. If you watch his vids, he's always trying to talk in the beginning of his video, and then next you know he's like throwing a tantrum, and then the very, very end of the video, there's some sort of form of utter chaos or uncertainty of what is truly happening with the camera shaking a lot of times, or him coughing or violently retching. Well, what does that remind you of? Does that remind you of anything? Well, it should. Ever watched WWE wrestling? Now, I don't watch it regularly, but the times that I've watched it, toward the very end, there would always be some sort of cliffhanger chaos thing where things are occurring, or happening, where I'm not fully sure of what's going on aside from the chaos, right? Same thing here. Loud noises, shaky camera, Onision crying, symbolic of internal chaos and strife. Oh, and lastly, to finish off the length of the video topic here, this is eerily similar to that of a popular YouTube show back in the day. Remember Lonely Girl 15? It was a very popular show about the life and times of a teenage girl blogger, and she would talk about various topics affecting her life. And people in the beginning thought it was real. It ended up being fake and scripted, and Onision appears to be following Lonely Girl's playbook because the style was similar in terms of the brevity of the videos. Short and sweet 2 to 3 minute vids to trap the viewers wanting and yearning to tune to the next day. All subliminal psychological teasing, if you want to call it that. But the only difference is that Lonely Girl 15, to give the producers credit for the show, they sort of tried to tackle adolescent developmental topics such as adjusting to body imagery and relationship discords, I believe, to name a few. With Onision's case, you're just seeing a grown man in his mid-30s acting, crying like a 3-year-old. I'm going to start calling Onision Lamey Boy 15, a play on Lanybot, his husband's former username, and Lonely Girl 15. And yes, I changed Laney to Lamey because that's the best way I can describe Onision's content. Lame. Okay, where are we? Okay, we got the titles and vomit left to talk about, right? Actually, both concepts are easy to grasp as they tie into what was already said before. Now, as mentioned before, Onision, in my humble opinion, doesn't care about anyone but himself and how he can financially benefit from all of this. Especially in reality, his world is probably more than likely crumbling down right now, right? Especially with his Patreon having been taken away, due to his actions of doxing his ex-girlfriend. So he's focused on the brainwashed sheep out there, his legions of fans. Who are they? The teenage girls currently right now that he's targeting by taking off his shirt with his relatively good looks and fit body, right? And the 20-something-year-old young women and men who grew up on him. He wants the money. What better way than to use short, monosyllabic words to simplify things? Give him a cute baby goo gaga, not in the sense that he wants to portray himself consciously as an infant, even though the videos already do that, but in the sense that he's adorable. Oh, how cute. Wow, sorry, please, now. Okay, how cute. This is the Onision that I always grew up on, the playful, cute one, not the alleged monster that those other 6-7 women are claiming that he is. I'm gonna stand by my man and support him. So yeah, it's subliminal triggering, tapping into the minds of his fans and manipulating them by his choice of selective, primitive baby words. And just like that, just like what it was with the progression of thumbnails that I spoke about earlier, there's a progression over here also. In the beginning, notice how the words, they were less caustic and less emergency evoking choice of words, right? With simple, like with, innocent, like wow or sorry or oops or okay. Nothing to be shocking or dramatic. But now, the past few videos, they're more urgent. They're strategically selected. They're more urgent. They're more alarming. Danger, crisis evoking. Buy, left, help, dissolution, I'm done. Expect this to escalate, by the way, further and further, and this will continue to more and more alarming and urgent type of usage of words. Okay, what else? See, Psych Guy breaks down everything, so you don't have to. But I'm used to this, and I do this at work all the time. Okay. A few more things before I talk about the last topic of vomit here. See this word, sorry, and please, that, over here? Don't get it twisted. Those words were misspelled on purpose just to align with the teenage and millennial girl or boy who texts a lot, and a lot of times they can easily misspell words, right? Oh, wow, this guy is so cool. He's speaking our language. Oh, and by the way, watch this possibly happen. Okay, see that disillusion title? A lot of folks in his target audience probably doesn't even know what that word even means. Watch him change that title to something more simplistic, rudimentary, and definitely monosyllabic. I can't say that for sure if he's going to actually do that, but, look at the view count. It's a little bit lower compared to other videos out there, right? Because a lot of, his viewers probably don't understand, like I said before, what that word actually means. It's too complex. It's not simple, right? Kind of like how he did that with that other video over there to the right, that's titled Help. Not sure for those keeping score, but that title, that video Help, it used to be Kombuch, which was purposely changed to Help, all in the same vein just to optimize his views and attract as many people, especially his diehard fans, to take notice, because a lot of folks don't know what kombuch or kombucha is. I sure as heck didn't know when he first mentioned it, to be honest, and I'm pretty sure a lot of his audience didn't either. Okay, now to finalize things, now on to the vomit. Why does he do that in every video?
Well, there's nothing complex about this. Again, it all goes back to the overall theme in this video. He's trying to pander to his fans. He could care less about other people. His fans represent him. He cares only, number one, about himself and himself only. He cares about his ego, and without his fans, his ego would be very, very fragile. He's got to do something to strengthen it, right? And the only way is through support. More importantly, financially, but also attention. Make no mistake that his coughing and throwing up in every video, or trying to throw up in every video, is planned and fake. First off, why would he be filming all of this and posting it on YouTube? He's been editing and posting videos for over 10 years. I've been doing this for 3 months now, but if I sneeze or cough, I just cut it out, right? I just cut it out and then reshoot the scene or use different footage. You don't see me like sneezing or coughing or whatever. So if he wants to film, fine, but why isn't he cutting out, his coughing or throwing up? Oh, you don't say, Psych Guy. Could it be that he's trying to emulate and simulate a factitious-like component into a sick role just to play and dupe the legion of fans and supporters? Or even people who are on the fence? He wants to appear as weak, as fragile, as beat up, as victimized, as bullied, as pathetic, as tired, as worn out, as he's on his last couple of legs. All of the above, just to trigger anyone, especially his legion of fans, to want to make him support him emotionally and financially. It's all just for a sympathy play to trigger like a lot of raw emotions and whatnot, right? The coughing and the gagging and the vomiting. People who are truly sick, by the way, a lot of times do that, okay? Especially if there is some sort of acute medical condition or process going on. But think about it. If he were that sick and feeble, then how can a relatively healthy man, or at the least he looks like that, right? He's able to calmly talk in the beginning of his video, and he takes off his shirt and shows his relatively fit physique. I mean, I'm definitely not going to lie. It's better than mine, but that doesn't mean anything because 98% of other males are more fit than I am, right? But no. So he talks calmly, then he takes off his shirt. He talks calmly, he starts throwing a tantrum, then he takes off his shirt, and then all of a sudden he's like retching and coughing and trying to vomit. Even one video, he spit out something that appeared to be like blood, but didn't even come close to matching up the viscosity and color of blood. I mean, if the guy was truly sick to the point of retching and coughing violently like that, he would not be able to do all of those things. He would be rather more weak, more likely than none bedridden, and wouldn't run around like a 3-year-old and tear down things. And to further comment on spitting or vomiting, a lot of babies spit or vomit after excessive feedings. So it's that primitive, rudimentary, simplistic infantile state that he's trying to portray to his audience. A sort of SOS, help, I need help, and things are worsening if not immediate action is taken. It's all for attention. It's all for money in the end. Oh, and that last 2 videos where he's in the woods? Okay, so the past 2 days, apparently he's been in the woods, right? Isolating himself from everyone, and yet he's able to magically upload his videos somewhere? How did he do that? Did he just find a gang of bears and ask if he could borrow their bear computer, and then they graciously allowed him to plug in his video camera into the bear's desktop that's plugged into a tree? Or better yet, LameyBoy15 is live streaming games off Discord, and the guy's in a box in the woods. How is that even possible? I really don't feel sorry for him anymore, and neither should anyone. This guy doesn't need anyone's money. Why is he wasting his time uploading videos and crying? Someone should go start him a GoFundMe page to be able to buy him a ticket to Silicon Valley so that he can pitch his product. Heck, go on Shark Tank, bro. He's easily going to be a billionaire with just simply this alone. He seems to have invented universal electrical and or Wi-Fi capabilities in a very, very limited remote access where there are none available to begin with. Man, this guy literally could use like a 1,000+ old evergreen tree and conduct enough energy to power his desktop computer.
Okay, thanks guys for watching my video. Thanks to each and everyone who subscribed to my channel, who believe in the product, believe in me, or who think about subscribing and are gonna subscribe. You guys are the best. You know, I keep sort of saying subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Why am I saying that? Well, heads up, I don't know how much frequently I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna try to keep doing this, but as a busy physician, you know, it's kind of hard to do that. But I'm gonna do my best, you know, at least for the remainder of the year and so on. So I'm still a small-time YouTuber. It's gonna be kind of hard to find me. That's why I keep saying, just hit the subscribe button, just be safe and sorry, because you never know the next time I'm gonna upload my videos, it might be sort of hard to find me. So yeah, don't miss out, because I'm telling you, the content is just only gonna get better. We're gonna do a lot of things in this channel. It's not gonna be only Onision. This is not the Onision channel. For now, it kind of is, but yeah, I mean, after, you know, this, you know, what happened, you know, when he uploaded his video just yesterday and him being in a box, you can kind of tell it was more just fake and it was obvious. So yeah, I was kind of disappointed, to be honest. I was thinking, you know, a few days ago, I was like, yeah, you know, this whole Onision topic, there's so many different things we can talk about and so many different possibilities, and I kind of initially was thinking, maybe there could be an element of truth behind this sort of method of madness, right? But after yesterday's video over the weekend, I mean, it was obvious, and I'm an honest guy. You know, if I wanted to, I kind of, you know, not said anything, just lied and just sort of twisted it in a way that, you know, and kind of took some elements here and there of his videos, and sort of, yeah, I kind of tied into like these cool different sort of phenomena in psychiatry. Like, for example, his vomiting. I kind of said, yeah, that's sort of reflective of him, is his having probable psychogenic hyperemesis from all the stress, or all the stress is causing a lot of just sort of a conversion reaction, a conversion disorder, in the fact that this intrapsychic conflict that's he's going through right now, with all the accumulation of all the stressors, sort of are being externally manifested as external motor symptomology, or in this case right here, in his you know, throwing up and whatever. So yeah, I kind of spun it all that way just to go ahead and say, wow, this is pretty cool stuff, you know, and get more and more viewers. But no, I'm not gonna go ahead and lie just for the viewers. I'm not gonna go ahead and, you know, try to make stuff up. I'm here about honesty, and yeah, in the end, maybe I might not get as many viewers as I could have, because, you know, I'm not gonna make it, you know, sex it up or whatever. But the most important thing is, I think, is honesty and being true to the viewer. And I hope that a lot of people will see this video and say, huh, this guy right here, yeah, he's kind of like a, you know, a wiry kind of guy and high intensity, but hey, in the end, he was honest with us. He didn't try to spin it like, you know, and make like Onisions, you know, going through this cool, unique psychiatric, psychological phenomenon. Hey, this guy's an honest guy. I like this guy. I'm gonna hit subscribe. I hope people will go ahead and believe that. Well, I'm not here to go ahead and trick anyone for the views. No, I'm just telling it like it is, keeping it real. That's what we do in Psych Guy. Anyways, I gotta go. I gotta jet. I got some lunch to eat right now. But hey, thanks guys for watching. Again, subscribe if you like what you're seeing. There is plenty more to come. Take care, guys. Oh! Let's go ahead and end this video with one of the best intros to a rock song ever created. Let's do this. Yeah!